Hey guys, happy Friday. How is everybody? Looks like we've got YouTube on board and, dare I say, we've got Facebook. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can find me on another device. Happy Friday, everybody. All right, let me know if you can see me and hear me. Put up some thumbs up and some hearts and some shares and some likes. All those things while we're getting started here. Hey Angelique, happy Friday. It's good to see you, my friend. Christina's here, Lori, Veronica. Hey guys. All right, YouTube. Are we doing all right, YouTube? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right, let's see about Facebook. Come on, Facebook. You can do it, guy. You can do it. Uh-oh. You guys, it looks like I'm live somewhere on Facebook, but I can't find myself. That's not good. Let's just, everybody calm down for a minute. All right, let me peek over here and see what I can see. Okay. Let's try that. Thanks for hanging with me, YouTube, while we try to get Facebook on board today. I think I figured out what my problem was. And by I think I figured out what my problem was, I mean, I think Violet figured out what my problem was. And so I should be on Facebook today. Ha ha! I found me. All right. Hello, Facebook. It's been a long time, my friends. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, that's so much fun. Hey, Facebook. I see a couple of you watching. Say hi when you get in here. It's been a while. All right, I think we're good. Oh my goodness. Hey, Beth. Tracy says, I can hear you. Yes. Angelique says, finally able to catch you live. I'm so glad you're here. These projects are stinking cute, says Christina. Thank you. I don't know, just in case you ever need a way to give one of these Hostess iced pumpkin spice cupcakes, I got you covered. So you're probably seeing these all over the place. I will include a bundle link to the Amazon where you can get the cupcakes and the pumpkin spice Twinkies all in one bundle. They're a little bit expensive on Amazon. The nice part is that it's a bundle, but I'm finding these all over the place. I was out with Max and I picked up a box of each, and I want to say I got them at like Menards or something, but they're starting to pop up everywhere. I'm actually a little bit more concerned now that as we're getting deeper into fall that they'll be a little bit harder to find as Christmas stuff starts to come out. But as far as Hostess things go, I really like these cupcakes, the iced pumpkin one. So if you've had them, pipe up. Do you like them? I think they're kind of a guilty pleasure for me. So if you ever need a way to give one of these cupcakes, I'm your girl. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to make this sweet little box. So it's lidded. For those of you who are in Card Club for Cool People October, that means that your subscription billed successfully on October 5th. Content for the matching Stamp-A-Stack card class is the Card Club content, and this is the project, one of the projects that I've shared that you can do with your extra designer series paper and ribbon. All right, so this matches our Card Club, and so if you're a Card Club member, bookmark this video. I'll have a clean video and a printable project sheet for you a little bit later today on the blog. But this is your extra inspiration card club for cool people. If you're not in the card club for cool people, why not? Check it out. We have a monthly card club. It's in a huge value, you guys. It really is. You get tons of products. We always have 6 to 9 cards with envelopes. The whole full-size products are included in Card Club because I can do it in a subscription class packet. So I love to treat you guys to that. And then I like to do a project publicly for the blog that you can make with your excess stuff. Add a little cardstock and your excess ribbon and designer series paper. And this is the project that you can make, okay? Nancy says, finally found you. Hey, Nancy, you found me on Facebook. How do you like that? Thank God for Violet. She got us all straightened out. I should be good every Friday now, Facebook. I'm sorry I missed you guys. The first part I got totally kicked off, and that was several weeks ago. And then I wasn't able to get back on there ever since. Violet helped me figure it out this week. So Beth says, I'm a Twinkie junkie and need the pumpkin ones. I didn't know they existed. I'm a little jelly. Oh, Beth, I didn't know either until I was standing there with Max. I think I want to say that it was Menards. And he's like, what are you doing over there? And I'm like, I need to make videos. So if you missed the matching Twinkie box, this was our project for Card Club subscribers, the little bonus one to do with the extra designer series paper and ribbon. This one is for the pumpkin spice Twinkie. So check that one out. I can add a link to that in the description. I should probably write down that I'm adding those links though, because otherwise I'll forget. I am so swamped, you guys. I am drowning. So if I owe you anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out again. My assistant got married this week. She sent me the cutest engagement pictures. I can't wait to see the wedding pictures, but she hasn't been here. And I have been really busy behind the scenes, and I'm about to show you guys some of that. Let me put just that I'm going to add the Hostess link for the bundle with the 2 different pumpkin products into the description, and I'm going to link to the Twinkie box. And what I'll do is, while I'm linking to the Twinkie box, I'll add a link to the cupcake box so that they link to each other, so you can find them easy if you want to use both products. All right, so I have got so much to catch up on. It's insane. I have been so busy behind the scenes. If you are an email subscriber or if you stalk the blog, you might have noticed. If you watched our social media, we tried to spam it as best as we can without Elena here to let you guys know, but we did a Christmas card series. All right, so we talked about Card Club for cool people. I'm not ready to sneak peek next month yet, but Card Club for cool people is more than autumn this month. This is your matching treat box. All right, so in a minute we'll get started with this, but I want to show you guys what we've been busy behind the scenes with. So in the Card Club, I decided that it would probably not be a good idea to do like September, October, November, all Christmas cards, right? But in the past, I have done Stamp-A-Stack class packets to help my customers get their Christmas cards done. I've done a series of 3. So if you guys have been following for a long time, you know that I do the 3 Stamp-A-Stack Christmas cards packets. Some of you have probably come to like them for getting your holiday cards done. And since switching from Stamp-A-Stacks on the blog with an optional packet to having Card Club, I didn't know exactly how to keep supporting you guys in getting your holiday cards done. So I decided that I was going to bust out 3 holiday Stamp-A-Stacks and then put an optional class packet to help those of you who are used to having my help with the series of Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack packets. So let me show you some of that, and then we'll get started. Quick housekeeping so that you know what's going on. Beth says, hello, everyone. Awesome. I love when you guys greet each other and interact like that. We're building community. Julie, I'm glad to see you. Kelly says, I love watching you make all your wonderful projects. I love to do it. And this is my favorite time of the week when I get to just kind of hang out, talk with you guys, do some crafting. it kind of puts all the other work on hold for a little while. I get to be social with you. So thank you for spending some time with me. Angelique says, I love pumpkin everything, so I have to try these. Me too. It's sickening how much I love pumpkin everything. Violet made me some gluten-free, keto-friendly pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Oh my gosh, you guys. These don't help me stay on my low-carb diet, but Violet made me a nice substitute that's keto-friendly and gluten-free. So I've been getting my pumpkin fix. I did have to have one of these. They're nostalgic, right? Jessica is a card club cool people, and she says she loves card club for cool people. Thank you for that testimonial, Jessica. Bobby says hello from Alexandria, Virginia. We're glad you're here, Bobby. Card Club is fantastic every month. Angelique is also a Card Club member, so you're hearing from our actual members that they love Card Club, and Card Club is fantastic every month. I think you can trust me. And if you don't believe you can trust me, just ask me. No, I'm just kidding. Just ask Angelique. She says Card Club is fantastic every month. Thank you, Angelique. I appreciate your support so much. You guys don't even know, it means the world to us. You guys, when you support my business, when you buy Stampin' Up! Product, when you buy our PDF tutorials, when you buy our class packets, subscribe to Card Club, become In Color members, you support a real family, me and my family, my 3 kids. I've got 2 adult kids that are becoming more and more independent as they're finishing school here, and one 15-year-old. You really do. You support a real family when you support my business. When you use my Amazon links, you support a real family. But in addition to that, I have some beautiful, wonderful assistants that you also support 2 additional families. So you guys really, when you support us, I can't tell you how it means the world to us. I don't have words for it other than thank you a million times. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see here. Kathy says to Bobby that Alexandria is one of her favorite places. I've never been. Never been. I'd like to. Beth says, we'll work for Twinkies. I'll catch you up. Oh, Beth. That was worth the price of admission for me today. Oh, we'll work for Twinkies. I'll catch you up. Oh, I've got some friends who are catching me up little by little. Thank you for the offer, Beth. Right now I could use a lifeline. I've got Twinkies. Jan says, happy Friday, Marisa and everyone. Jan, you're on both channels. Hello, my friend. Watching from Maui. Maui House is watching from Maui. Well, welcome. Hey. Super cute box. We'll get started with that in just a minute. Evelyn from Germany. Well, hello. Good evening. I know I live in the past, so good evening, I think. Tony has shared, and I appreciate it. Let me swipe over to Facebook. Facebook, your comments are kind of slow. Are you there? Looks like we've got a few people watching, and I saw some hearts. I'm watching you guys, and I'm so glad to be back on the channel. Or is it a channel? On the page, on the Facebook page. YouTube's kind of where it's at with comments, though, today. All right, let me just slide these aside for 1 minute. If you haven't seen it, the reason why I need help catching up is because I have been a busy, busy girl. We just released the Snowy Wonder Stamp-A-Stack PDF. This is a beautiful full color document, including a exclusive Wonder Recipe 33. It is not on the blog yet. Full color photos, measurements, supplies, step-by-step instructions for a Stamp-A-Stack of adorable winter New Year's cards. Okay, so the PDF is now available in the store. It is $9.99. It's a downloadable, instant download PDF file that you can save to your computer or print. It makes, if you do the Wonder Recipe one time, 5 cards, but Wonder Recipes, if you guys don't know what a Wonder Recipe is, it's a one-sheet wonder, and they're made to be multiplied. So depending on how many pieces of paper you cut, for every 1 piece of 6x6 Designer Series paper you cut, it's going to make 5 cards. So if you cut 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, then it's going to make 10 cards. So this is my stack of Snowy Wonder cards. We shake it up a little bit. We use the snowman. We use the little ski chalet. We use the penguin. There's 3 designs, a new wonder recipe, and this PDF file is $9.99, and it's instant download. You can have it right now today. For a very limited time, and they're going relatively quickly. We're a quarter sold out already on our class packets. We are offering a limited time class packet. All right, so I want to show you this because it's been a while since I've had a class packet. You can get this to go, US only, shipped to your door with the PDF file. So you'll get the PDF file instantly. We'll mail this out to you probably Monday, unless I can find some help around here this weekend, but it'd still go out Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, we'll start shipping these. They are here and ready to go. We'll turn them around fast. So the Snowy Wonder Stampa Stack class packet includes all that you need to make the 5 cards plus extra to play. All right, so you're going to get a half a pack of the elusive peppermints, a third a pack of the elusive pom-pom ribbon, a full spool of red and white baker's twine. You're going to get a quarter package of this Snow Days Designer Series paper. So that's 2 6x6 of every pattern. So full sample. You'll use 1 for your cards. This is for you to play with. Okay. Then you'll get your cards. They're set up so that each design is in its own envelope. So there's 3 designs. It makes 2 of design number 1, 1 of design number 2, and 2 of design number 3. Inside the packet, all the basic die cutting is done for you. So basic shapes, not anything that the Snowy Wonder die cuts, but your basic shapes are done. Your card bases are there. You get the envelope for each of your extra copies. If it makes 2 designs, there's 2 bases and 2 of every die cut in there. So that makes 3. This makes 2. This makes 1, this makes 2, 5 cards total. And then you get all the card stock that you need to stamp with your Snowy Wonder, to die cut your pieces. So all that extra card stock, that is the Snowy Wonder to go packet. And I think we have 17 of these left at the time of this video. All right, so that's a limited edition. It's for those of you really, I did this because I have done these packets, 3 Christmas card packets in a row over the course of 6 weeks is what I used to do. So that if you wanted to do Christmas cards with me, you can just order each of the packets, do them, and have your Stampa stacks done. And because I had done that for so long, I wanted to make sure I had that option for those of you who are used to having that. All right, so those are the options, PDF only or PDF and a packet to go. There's a link in the description to the limited edition packets in case you want to get yours while they're still available. If you want the PDFs, just go to kitchentablestamper.com/shop and then click on the menu on the side for PDF store. Our next PDF is a humble home. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Oh, just LM says, I don't have Facebook. I'm glad you're here on YouTube. Kathy is, Bobby says, hi, Kathy. It's a nice place. It's an old town, talking about Alexandra. Now I've got to put it on my bucket list. Thank you for sharing, Tony. Did I tell you that? And Bonnie, thank you for thumbs up and sharing. I appreciate that so much. That's how I find new friends. Let's see here. Humble Home is our next Stampa stack. PDF download is available instantly. It's $9.99. If you want an optional packet, we have, as of this morning, I had 15 left. This will make, it's a Wonder Recipe number 4 card class. It makes 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs. If you cut more than 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, you can make more cards. You can just keep going. So these are my Humble Home cards in the Stampa stack. I did it in a couple of different papers. Just 3 designs, makes 2 of each. And it's a Wonder Recipe number 4 Stampa stack. So you can get that right now, download it right away. If you'd like a packet, check out the link in the description. This is the Humble Home Stampa stack packet. This is especially for those of you who have never gotten one of our packets. I want you to see what's in them. Half a package of the elusive peppermints, half a packet, or a third of a package, a third of a spool of the elusive pom-pom ribbon, full spool of red and white. You get a quarter package of Take a Bow Designer Series paper. That's 3 of each pattern. You're going to use 2 sheets of this to make your cards. This is your extra to play, so you do get a nice sample of that paper. Makes 2 each of 3 cards. So we've got your 3 cards, 1 design in each envelope. There's 2, and there's your envelope. All of your basic die cutting, we do that for you. It's included in there. Card bases, envelopes, die cutting is done. All the cardstock that you need for your humble home. We don't do any stamping or die cutting with humble home. Get a 6x6 sheet of the glimmer paper, and that is the humble home to go packet, and it makes 6 cards. The Wonder recipe, you can multiply them and make as many as you need. So it's a nice way to get started with your Christmas cards, or get them done quickly with the design work done for you. All right, and then I've got one more that we released yesterday. That is the More Than Autumn Stampin' Stack. Now this is a hot cocoa edition. This is completely different from our More Than Autumn card club, which is autumn theme. It's pumpkin and apple edition. We've got a hot cocoa edition. PDF is available right now for instant download. It is a Wonder Recipe number 7 card class. Let me show you my cards. And I did it twice. So you're gonna cut 2 pieces of designer series paper. I cut 4, I just kept going. And this is our hot cocoa edition. So remember, this is double. I doubled up my cards, but it makes 6 cards. And if you cut 4 sheets of paper, designer series paper, then it'll make 12 cards. So you can multiply these once you do them. And then once you've done them for the autumn, More Than Autumn hot cocoa edition, then what you do is you take that Wonder Recipe, a different bundle and a different paper, and you just remake the same Stampin' Stack and have it look totally different. Picking up what I'm putting down there? All right, and then the More Than Autumn Stampin' Stack. This morning I had 15 of these left also. I only did a very limited edition of packets. The More Than Autumn Stampin' Stack is full spool of ribbon, half a pack of the elusive peppermints, a quarter of a package of the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper, so 2 each of all the designs, and then 1 6x6 sheet of each glimmer paper, the red and both shades of green, and a sample of Take a Bow paper, so 1 each of the 4 patterns in the Take a Bow Designer Series paper. Okay, I have, there we go. 4 sheets, a sample of Take a Bow. This one makes 3 designs, 2 each, so each design in its own envelope, 2 copies of the card, extra envelope, and all of your basic die cutting done for you. All the paper that you need to stamp with the More Than Autumn bundle, and all the cardstock that you need to die cut with the More Than Autumn bundle. So we do your basic die cutting, but you do the die cutting and stamping from the featured bundle, okay? So thank you for looking at what our offering. I wanted to make sure that I took some time today while I was live to talk about it, because I don't want anybody to feel like they missed out. We did a very limited number of packets because, frankly, I have to come up with the money ahead for all the supplies. So I did as many as I could really afford to do, but it is limited. And when they're gone, they're gone. We won't be making any more packets. The PDF download will be in the store now forever, $9.99 for the download, or with the optional packet. Okay? All right, I hope you guys are feeling inspired by the sneak peeks there. And now it's time for us to get down with the More Than Autumn and take it back into pumpkin spice, the pumpkin. Oh, Terry says, I love the peppermints. They are probably one of my top 5 ever products from Stampin' Up. I am sad that Stampin' Up hasn't had the kind of quantity to support the demand though. And I'm just gonna say that. I don't know how they didn't see it coming, because, like I said, maybe top 5 of all the Stampin' Up products ever. I love those peppermints, me too. And I love the pom-pom ribbon, and I love the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper, and I love, and most of the products in my packets are either out of stock or on low inventory. I know that too. So if you want to get started with them and you're waiting for them to come back in stock, grab a packet. It comes with a great PDF. Our box today is a square lidded box. Here's the template. You don't have to get crazy about writing it down or anything, because there will be a picture of the template in the project sheet on the blog later tonight. So all the measurements, the picture of the template. If you guys don't know Kitchen Table Stamper, we always put together a beautiful printable PDF for every project that we share. So if you're curious before you buy one of my PDFs, like, is it worth it? Go check out our PDFs, our free PDFs, because we put the same care into that as we do into our PDF store tutorials. All right, so there's our box template. We're gonna start with, I'm gonna leave this guy in the picture, kind of off in the corner. We're gonna make this version today with the Mossy Meadow. So I'm gonna set that guy aside. And you're gonna start with the bottom of the box, 6 1/4 inch square. I've got pecan pie. The lid of the box is 4 13/16, and that 16th is important. It's one blip past 3/4, but it's what makes the lid so easy to put on and off, because this square is smaller than this square by 1/16 of an inch. So it's just really important. Okay, so I don't often work with 16ths because I hate them. And if you hate them as much as I do, then I know that you're like 16ths, right? But it's really important for lidded boxes. So get that 4 13/16 for your lid. I chose the Iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper. I like the solid bottom and the Designer Series paper lid. I like the way it looks together, but you can use cardstock for both parts. I don't know that I'd do Designer Series paper for the bottom though, because these are kind of heavy. If you find what else fits in this box, we want to know. Share on the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. That's our Facebook group. It's a very active community of crafters, and we would love to see what you do with this box template and what else fits in the box. All right, so we got our pieces. Let's get our Simply Score tool and score these up. Oh my gosh, I haven't even started stamping and I've made such a mess. All right. Hey, Kathy, I'm glad you're here. Kathy says, I'm excited to join your cool club. I'm glad you're joined. Thank you for taking a chance on us. And thank you for your support. Let's see here. Do your Stampin' Stacks come with a video or just a PDF? Card Club for Cool People is a video and PDF. Our Christmas limited edition is a packet and PDF or just a PDF. Okay, the video actually was exclusive for my paper sampler people. So we did it as part of a mini crafting retreat. So there was a video for my paper sampler people, but that's exclusive to them. So it depends on the product is the answer. That was a really good question, but it does depend on the product. So specifically for our Christmas series, no video, just the PDF. Specifically Card Club for Cool People, our monthly Stamp a Stack, our monthly card club, that has a video. Okay? All right, this is the 6 1/4 inch pecan pie, and we're gonna score all the way around at 1 1/2. And while I do that, I will just make a very quick one more thing that I wanna say on the lines of housekeeping. I offered last week one more group of paper sampler. Just in case you missed out on our paper sampler, we have 2 spots left on our second chance paper sampler. So if you're looking for a quarter package of all of the holiday catalog papers, some of them are low inventory and not available right now. So this is kind of a fun second chance timing. But we've got 2 spaces left that we're looking to fill. So email me if you'd like to be in that paper sampler. All right, so now our 4 13/16 inch lid. The reason why we do the 4 13/16 inch on the paper trimmer and make this that weird size is so that we can score at 3/4 all the way around. If you didn't make it that 1/16 of an inch bigger on each side, then you'd be scoring at 1/16 all the way around, and that would be a worse mess than just using your paper trimmer. Does anybody hate 1/16 as much as I do? All right, I'm gonna be checking comments. I need to know, I need an answer from you guys. This is good interaction for the channel too. So So if you can't do it for you, do it for me. Do you hate 16ths of an inch as much as I do? I'm very good friends with eighths, but not very good friends with 16ths. Are you good friends with 16ths? All right, I'm gonna score 3/4 of an inch all the way around, and then I'm gonna check your comments. 3/4 all the way around. All right, there we go. We're gonna burnish those with a bone folder. We're gonna cut them according to the template, which is just simple. We're gonna liberate these square tabs on the corners, and both are cut exactly the same way. So let's get busy on that while you guys tell me. 16ths bug you or don't bug you? All right, I'm gonna need a bone folder and tear and tape and scissors. All right, let me get rid of the keyboard over here. Ah, look at that, I love it. I got some comments flowing on the Facebook. Look, guys, I'm here on Facebook, and now I see your comments. Hey, Brittany, Esmeralda, I'm so glad you're here. So is the third project separate from Card Club? Esmeralda is asking about the More Than Autumn Hot Cocoa Edition Card Club, or Stamp Stack, I assume, right, Esmeralda? The More Than Autumn Hot Cocoa Edition is a completely separate, entirely different Stamp Stack. Card Club for Cool People matches this box. It's pumpkin spice and apple spice. And the More Than Autumn limited edition, that PDF and that class packet make entirely different cards. Yep, it's going to be a great way to keep getting your money's worth out of that More Than Autumn stamp set or bundle. I have definitely gotten my money's worth out of this bundle. All right, so there is our bone foldering. Let me catch up here. Tony says, I need to leave for now. I'll check out the rest on the replay. I'll see you on the replay, my friend. I'll be posting a clean video later tonight, and the replay will be available right after we're done. Nancy says, 16ths are easy if you look at them in a different way. 13/16ths are 3/4 minus one little notch. That's right. It's minus one little notch, not plus one little notch. I think I said plus one little notch. See, they still confuse me. They drive me bonkers. Yeah, Esmeralda said the Christmas stack one. Yes, that is an entirely different Stamp Stack. Different product, different everything, different PDF. It's another, like I said, I can't put it down. It's a sickness. If you can't get enough More Than Autumn and you're a Card Club member, the More Than Autumn Hot Cocoa Edition that we have in the store now is completely different. So don't feel like you'd be doubling up if you got them both. If you got them both, you'd actually just be getting a whole lot more value and use out of your More Than Autumn bundle. All right, so we've cut one. Let me show you this one. I like to cut along the rectangle. So this long rectangle piece, nice and straight. Then I make a little angle cut on the square. The square is the glue tab, so when you angle cut like that, you get a cleaner edge and a sharper corner. All right, so let's go ahead and do that all the way around. Very good question, Esmeralda. What about the 16ths? How do you guys feel about it? Veronica says, hey there, fancy meeting you live. Hello, my friend. We're going to, this one feels like it could be more than 3/4. Let me see if it's gonna line up right. I don't know. I might have scored wrong somewhere along the line here. No, looks like it's lining up. Maybe crooked. I think I scored crooked. Don't tell anybody. That's just between me and you. Well, I'll show you a little way to kind of mitigate that if you do like me. Okay, so there is our box lid and bottom. We're going to use tear and tape to put it together. And let's see. Bonnie says, I despise 16ths. And Ms. Polly says, yes, I hate them. I love you too. You two are my new favorite people. we're the same. Jan says, I don't like 16ths. Too little, and my eyes don't like them. Terry says, 16ths and I are acquaintances. LOL. I love your sense of humor, Terry. I hope you'll hang out here a lot on Fridays. Does that kind of like, Terry, does that mean that you and 16ths are kind of like frenemies? Friends and enemies combined? Me and 16ths are kind of frenemies. If I can find a way to minimize the 16ths, I do. Let's see here. You guys, there is a stray dog in my front yard. I hope it stays in my front yard. If you guys don't know, I have chickens, and they're pretty well fenced, and my fences are pretty secure, but it's a big black lab, and it's making me nervous. So I'm trying to be myself, and I'm trying to keep it to myself, because how much do people really care if there's a dog in my front yard, right? But it's making me just a little bit nervous. I'm just going to keep assembling this box with tear and tape, but I'm keeping my eye real careful on that. And please forgive me for the distraction. All right, we've got, let's see here. Kathy says, I love 16ths and has the goofy face. Oh my goodness. I can't 16ths very well. I have to really be strategic about them. Like Nancy said, if you think about it different, if you're like, okay, it's 3/4 minus one little bloop, that's great. But when you think it's plus one little bloop is where you end up in trouble. Do you guys call 16ths the little bloops? Bonnie said, I just ordered my first Stamp-A-Stack. So excited. Oh, Bonnie, thank you for your support. I know you're going to love it. Angelique says, how's Corn Pop? Oh, Angelique, she's molting now. It's breaking my heart. She's gone from sick to molting. And so just anybody who doesn't know, birds, chickens, about this time of year, sometimes they'll drop their feathers and replace them. And so you can imagine that feathers are a lot of protein, minerals. It's a hard process on birds. And in the fall, starting at about 18 months old, birds will molt. Not every fall, but some. And she didn't molt in her first, like at 18 months. So last fall she didn't molt. She's molting now. So she doesn't have the best appetite. It's just really hard to watch, and I just keep praying that God will help her little body to replace the feathers and strengthen her, and you know, I'm so grateful that she didn't die. There was a time when I thought for sure, when she staggered out of the bath and across the grass and laid down under a zucchini leaf, all soaking wet from the bath, all skin and bones, because she had been so sick. I thought she was going to die. And so now I'm like, I keep asking, like, okay, you brought her this far, God, get her through the molt, you know. So if you're prayerful people, my little chicken Corn Pop, I know she's just a chicken and most people eat chickens, but she's like my dog. She's molting, and I'd really love to see her get through this and be strong again. So if you're praying for Corn Pop, keep praying, and your prayers are like gold to me. All right, so this box is all the same. You just take that gluey tab, tuck it in, bring up the corners, and you've made yourself a square box and a square lid. Well, I talked to you about my sweet little chicken. All right, so there's your box. If you want a Hostess cupcake box, that's it. Super simple. If you find what fits besides Hostess cupcakes, we want to know. I've got the pumpkin spice variety. You might be finding these in your discount stores and stuff. This is definitely a good all year round kind of a gift. You can find the regular Hostess cupcakes anytime. And there it is. Perfect little box for that. Fun thing to give this time of year. I'm sending these in to school with my daughter Desi now that they're done for the video, and we're going to just pass them around the school to whoever she wants to give them to, because it's just a cute little thing to give this time of year. All right, let me show you my die cutting because I did it ahead of time. Got Cajun Craze, pecan pie, very vanilla, and these are from the Celebrations, Iconic Celebrations is the name of the paper. What's the name of the die set? Hold on, I got it right here. This label is this one, Iconic Words and Iconic Imagery. Three strikes, I'm out. This label is from Iconic Imagery. This one from Greetings of the Season. We call this the Circtangle tag. So just in case you need to be caught up on kitchen table stamper lingo, this is the Greetings of the Season Circtangle tag. And then this little tag right here is from the mini pocket envelope dies. I've got a couple of very vanilla pumpkin words that are cut using the More Than Autumn dies. So that's my die cutting. And then this piece, which is a crazy number of 16ths because it's just the scrap from cutting my lid. It is 1 3/16 inches by about 3 1/4. So just cut down that scrap to 3 1/4 and then cut some chicken lips. And that's actually the leftovers from this lid. Okay? Okay. So there we go. Now, let's see some comments. I'm going to glue some. Oh, you guys are the best. Angelique says still praying. Beth says praying. And Bonnie's got the little praying hands. Thank you. You guys, it means so much to me. Like, think about any pet you guys have, you know, your dogs and cats. That's how backyard, like a little flock of chickens becomes just like any other pet. And they really do have my heart, those girls. All right, so I'm just going to adhere this one to this one because then I can lose all of it instead of just lose one piece of it. And then I'm going to take this guy and put a little bit of glue here. And you know what? We'll dry fit that on here so that we know how it's going to line up on the box. So we got a nice little layer of labels. And let me take that and burnish this down. And I'm going to take my lid off. I'm going to add some glue here. Not all the way to the ends because it goes really to the end of our box. I'm going to pop this on the lid. Kind of centered right to left, top to bottom. And then I'm going to turn my lid over and burnish the glue so that that grabs. Angelique says, absolutely, our pets are our family. That is the truth. That is the truth. They really are. They don't talk back too much except for when they do. I cried when KFC died. Chickens are the best. Peggy says, just coming in, so I'll need to watch the replay. Looks like a great project. I hope Corn Pop is doing well. Ah, thank you. She's doing all right. She's trying to get through a molt. And I guess it's very common for chickens to molt after sickness. And so we're just hoping that her body has enough to get through replacing all the feathers. All right, let's see here. Jessica thinks 16ths are tricky, and Brittany doesn't mind 16ths. Brittany, I thought you were my people, girl. Maybe you can help me with the 16ths because they bug me. Kathy says they bug me and give me the heebie-jeebies. You guys are the best. All right, you can continue, especially if you're just joining us, to let us know what your thoughts are on 1/16 of an inch. I try to stay to eighths. Quarters are better. Let's do some stamping. I've got the More Than Autumn bundle, which try to get it out of my hand. I love this bundle. We are going to stamp some whipped cream and some cup and pie. We're using a combination of both basic white and very vanilla. I'm going to get a Stampin' Pierce mat because we are dealing with a photopolymer stamp set. I love my Stampin' Pierce mat. And I'm doing my stamping all with Memento Tuxedo Black because we're going to color with Stampin' Blends. And I love the non-reactive ink. Although I'm known to grab a Stampin' Up! Classic ink pad once in a while and do some stamping with or coloring with the Stampin' Blends. All right, we need a cup. We need a pie. We need a pumpkin and a cinnamon stick. There is a cinnamon stick and a straw. And there's separate dies for it. And the cinnamon stick die is too wide for the straw and it looks derpy if you get the wrong die. You're welcome. That's free tips. Chris says, no, 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 and no 16ths. Peggy says, 16ths are hard for my old eyes to see. I hear you, sister. It's just going that way. I don't think there's a lot to be done about it. I find myself squinting a little and looking a little closer. Deborah says prayers for Corn Pop. She's a strong girl. She is a strong girl. She is such a strong girl. She's a sweet girl too. All right. Something that I feel like I've been saying over and over and over and over and over again, but the thing is, I've been saying it over and over and over and over again for my special groups, I think, because Paper Sampler and Card Club are my special groups. So I'm going to say it again. I'll just make a quick of it. Your whipped cream. You can see we got a little whipped cream. We got big whipped cream. And it took me way too long to figure this out. So let me just show you. There's one whipped cream stamp, even though I've got two whipped creams here, right? One whipped cream stamp, two dies. So when you cut your whipped cream, you're going to cut one for your coffee cup with the big whipped cream die. And if you're a smart feller, it doesn't take you 12 projects of fussy cutting the little whipped cream to realize that there's a die for that. So same stamp, different dies, okay? I don't know. Maybe it's just, maybe you guys can just all start calling me Captain Obvious. I don't know. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't figure it out for project after project after project. And then I looked a little closer as I was counting dies and I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I fussy cut all those little whipped creams because I thought I was so smart to cut the big one down. I thought I discovered that, you guys. There's a die for it. Clearly I didn't discover it. Anyways, don't judge. Don't judge. Deirdre says, hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Beth says, I'd rather have a root canal than do math. Oh, my heart feels you. Oh, Kathy. Kathy says, I've been busy fussy cutting. Thanks for that tip. Oh, good. I'm glad it paid off for somebody other than just me. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something else too. I got a suggestion from a friend who said, color a little bit less in live because you're going to do a clean video. And so I'm going to take that friend up on that, and you can tell me how you feel about it. I am going to color through each of these things in a clean video, but I'm going to just touch base on kind of what's different in the live video. So if you really want the coloring tips, check out the video. But I'm going to show you, this is my cup, and I'm doing Old Olive, the light Old Olive for the cozy. I keep calling it a cozy, like a cup cozy. And I'm just going to do a solid fill with that, nice and simple. Then for my cinnamon stick and my coffee, these are both pecan pie. So I'm not going to color my cinnamon stick. I did light pecan pie and just filled in and then did a tiny bit of the dark pecan pie. I think I said pumpkin pie. Tiny bit of the dark pecan pie around the center swirl and the fold, like the little seam that goes down the front. And that was all the blending I did there. For the cup, I did light pecan pie and did a nice fill and then flicked from the edges with the dark. And you just hold the marker at the line and flick in toward the center with varying lengths. And what that does is that's going to give you the perspective shadow, the perspective shading, and it gives you the look that the cup is rounding away from you. It's darker where it goes further from the eye, and that is my cup. Now my pie is, let's see here, not like pecan pie. I think I did my 500. Yeah, 500 for the crust, and all I did was fill in with 500. And then after I filled in entirely with 500, I did a color on color or shade on shade blending technique where you just add more of the same color where the artist drew in the lines to give it a little bit of a shadow effect. And then both the pumpkin and the filling for the pumpkin pie are pumpkin pie. I did a complete fill on both items with the light. Added some shadows, just a little bit on the edges and from the stem down and the bottom up. Here I did a little bit of a C and shadowed the corner, a little bit of C and shadowed the corner of the side of the slice, and then brought it together with the light. So that is the summary demonstration of coloring. And we're going to die cut these. I already got those. We're just going to do these two. And when we do these two, we're going to cut one of our pumpkin words. We need 3 pumpkin words all together. All right, so let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we're going to get these guys cut out. Crafting with Tracy says, oh really? I've been fussy cutting too. Ha! I am so glad I'm not alone. You guys, this is why I love this day. I feel like I got my community, like even the little things. You guys, I can ask for you guys to pray for my corn pop, and you guys can tell me I'm not alone in fussy cutting something that didn't need to be fussy cutted. Like 27 times I fussy cutted it and it didn't need fussy cutting. And you guys say, oh Marissa, you're not alone. And I love it. This is the best community. All right. I'm glad the tip is worth it. I thought about it. I'm like, everybody probably saw that but you. But apparently, you guys are my people. All right, let me just show you one other little thing if I can find it. It's a simple little thing, but it really does save a lot. I've got my pumpkin that I had cut a couple of times here. And so this time I've got pumpkin, and I'm going to just pop it on there. But what I'm going to do when I put my pumpkin die is kind of nest it. So I put it up one way and then down the other way. Do you see? So you can get them closer together and really save cardstock as you cut multiples of that same word. So turn it upside down and then right side up, and then upside down and then right side up, and kind of nest it so that you get even more out of your cardstock. Okay, it's just a simple tip, but with the price of cardstock having gone up so much, I'm always looking for those little tips. The less I throw in the garbage, the better. So I like to just kind of nest them up. And so when you do, you get them really squeezed up close, and then this is all the waste. Where if you were putting them with the pumpkin, then all the basements, like the P, and all the upstairs, like the K and the uppercase P, would all be going the same way, and you'd end up with big gaps in between each one and throw more paper away. All right? Do I sound cheap when I tell you guys that? I hope not. I just really, I like to see less go in the trash. And that was just I've done this so much that I've kind of evolved into that little paper saving technique. So I thought I'd share. You guys tell me, does it sound cheap or does it really give you some kind of insight? Let's see here. I'm going to catch up on some comments. Crafty Tracy says, oh really? I've been fussy cutting too. Do you like fussy cutting, Tracy? See, I like fussy cutting, but I still don't want to do it when I have 27 to do. Watching to decompress from this hurricane. I live where it came in. I'm one of the fortunate ones with power and cable. Oh, dear God. I've been just watching a little bit of like boots on the ground. I don't really watch the news much, but I do watch YouTube videos, and it's just been crazy. It's just been heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. I'm very sorry. I'm glad that you have your power and cable, and I am so glad to be here and decompress with you. Let's make something beautiful, and yeah, and then I'll tell you, I'm sending these into school with my daughter, just to brighten everybody's day. And that's the power that we have as crafters, right? Something so simple as a Hostess cupcake in a box that gave us such joy to create, and we can just spread it around. I don't know. Sometimes you need just those simple joys, and I'm glad that we can be here, decompress away, and we'll be praying for you and your neighbors in the neighboring towns. All right, let's see. Let's get some comments here. Sue says, not cheap. No, it doesn't sound cheap, just very helpful tip. Good, I'm glad. If you hate 16ths, I really, really hate to fussy cut, says Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie, I love to fussy cut. That's my best therapy, but I don't want to do it when I don't have to. I'm too busy for that. Beth says, not cheap, it's smart. Thank you. And let's see here. I'm completely neutral on 16ths. Sue, is that possible? I'm completely neutral on 16ths. I love that comment. All right, let me see. I'm going to try and see if I can get the Facebook comments. Unfortunately, Facebook, what happens is I have to get out of Facebook and go back in Facebook on this other device for your comments to load. So I'm sorry if I'm slow. I love you guys and I see the comments coming in. Let's see here. Brittany says, I'm feeling very scattered today working on craft fair items. Ooh, that's some repeat work. We'll keep you company. Nancy says, I feel like the whipped cream should be pool party. You could definitely do a little bit of shadowing with your pool party marker to give it some dimension. I think the pool party whipped cream would be really good on my hot cocoa edition. Hey, Beth, I'm glad you're here. Or Carol, Beth, I'm glad you're here. Nancy says live streams are for chit chat. Clean recordings are for learning and copying the projects. That's exactly why I do both, Nancy. I really love enjoying with you guys like this time and talking with you. There will be a clean video this afternoon of me just putting together the project. No housekeeping, no chit chat. So if you're looking for just how to do the project, check out the clean YouTube video later today and the printable project sheet. All right, so I'm going to show you how I do this element. So we have a pumpkin word here, and I'm going to try and turn it just enough so you can see the dimension. It's not as thick as like a chipboard word. It's not as high as if you had tried to cut it with the dimensional sheets, but it's got a lot of depth. It's reminds me of like when Stampin' Up! Has tried to do wooden embellishments where you get like that firm embellishment, but they're always too thick. So this little technique here is going to give you a dimensional greeting that's got a different tactile feeling than if you put something on dimensionals. I like to do it with the liquid glue in this little skinny bottle. I have this always in my Amazon links. I love these little bottles. I just put my multi-purpose liquid glue in it. I use my craft sheet to keep the mess to a minimum. I trace on top of one pumpkin word with the glue and then lay the second pumpkin word on. Now, I like the glue because if it doesn't line up just perfect, you see how the P-U-M are nice and tidy and tight, but when you get to the K-I-N, they're not lined up right. So with the liquid glue, I can just squeeze, just tap a little bit right on the edges and push it back, and now everything's lined up nice and tight. If you hate liquid glue, and it's okay if you do, I know that there are a lot who hate liquid glue, then use the adhesive sheet. Put the adhesive sheet on the scrap, then die cut the word pumpkin. Then when you take the word pumpkin out of the die, it's going to be peel and stick, and you can just peel one layer and laminate it up on top of the next. Just stack them up. I like 3 high. It gives you enough effect without being too tedious and without it being so thick that you're going to worry about it in the mail. And you don't want to create a speed bump on your cards. So 3 thick, and it gives you a really cool dimensional word. So there's pumpkin. Now we need hello to go with pumpkin. Love these mix and match greetings. We're going to stamp the pumpkin word on or the hello word on our little tag. And I need my Stampin' Fairs mat for that. Jan says, this technique is awesome. I'm glad you like it. I love the effect that it gives. It's takes a little bit of extra die cutting than cutting it once, of course, but once you stack them all up and you feel the difference, it really is pretty cool. All right, hello is our little greeting, memento ink for the impression. Kathy said, I order those glue bottles from Amazon, from your Amazon links. Love, love, love them. Oh, I can't live without them. And thank you so much for using our Amazon link. It doesn't cost any more out of your pocket when you use our Amazon link, but it is a good way if you're your own Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or you have a demonstrator that you're loyal to. You know, if you want to support our channel in a way, just start your Amazon shopping from one of our links, whether you're going to purchase that product or not. It really does help the channel. There's our hello pumpkin. Now we just got to decorate our box, you guys, and we're almost done. Oh, I hate almost done today. I don't know. Today, I don't know. I'm just going to take it slow here because I'm having fun with my friends. I hope that you're enjoying the content. Let's see here. Brittany's going back to work full time next week. Oh my goodness. Wow. Happy new chapter in life, my friend. And let's see here. I'm going to flip over to YouTube again, see how you guys are doing. Could you use adhesive sheet on 2 layers of cardstock before you die cut so the 2 layers are all ready together? Yes, I think you can do that. I would run the die. So glue together vanilla to vanilla using the sheet. And then put the pumpkin die, but crank it forward and then bring it back again, just to make sure that you get through both cardstock layers and the adhesive. Now, the only thing I'd be concerned a little bit, just a little bit about, is make sure that your die isn't getting gummy around the cutting blade where the adhesive is being sliced through. As long as you're not getting a gummy die, keep going for it. I think that that's not a bad idea to shortcut the process. All right, let me, to the person who shared how to fill the tiny bottle tip, the glue and I are friends again. Oh, thanks for the update, Beth. On the same line, along the same lines, my bottle needed to be refilled badly. So while I was gone last weekend, I was retreating. My husband and I go to my friend's retreat. My husband and her husband are friends. My husband kind of helps a little bit with the retreat, helps her husband help with the retreat. Just things like picking up meals and stuff like that. And then they spend some time together. It's a lot of fun for everybody, I think. So we're at the retreat, and I take out my bottle of glue and I say, oh, it needs to be refilled. Might as well at a retreat, right? And then Max was sitting right next to me. I said, hey, Max, will you do something for me? And he says, what? I said, would you put this glue into this bottle? And he said, sure. I said, so what you want to do is you want to tap it down and get all the glue out and take the lid off. And then you want to squeeze the glue from this bottle into this bottle. But what you want to do is squeeze this bottle a little bit. While you're squeezing this bottle, release the pressure on this bottle so that it makes like a little vacuum. And then I said, here you go. And he refilled it for me, Beth. So I did give him the tip. It seemed to work. Who shared that tip last week? If you're here, remind us, because that was a really good tip. I think Kathy might win tip of the week this week with putting the adhesive sheets to put 2 layers of cardstock together, then cut pumpkin from one more piece, and then glue the 3rd layer on. It might save you some time as long as your die doesn't get gummy. I almost said as long as your die doesn't get dummy. Anyway, let's go ahead and put together our little tag and bow. I didn't thread the ribbon through the tag this time. There's a hole at the end there. Normally I'd thread it through and tie it, but I want to tie this tag onto the bow. So I'm going to use a glue dot to adhere the bow to the box. First thing I want to do is grab one of my little floss threaders. These are magic too. And what I've been doing with these is when I get a product from Stampin' Up, like linen thread or the red and white twine, I've been just putting one of these in the bag with the twine so that I've just always got one with the products that need it, because you get a bunch of them in a package. And then I also keep them in my toolbox and in my cart, and because these are just lifesaver. So I'm going to take my floss threader. I'm going to put the twine or the linen thread through the loop. I'm going to thread the tag on the lead, pull this through. Now I got a big, you know when that happens, do you see? I don't like that. I got a big wide spot, so let me cut that off. And then I'm going to put, I've got one glue dot here. I'm going to put the linen thread on the glue dot right next to the tag, a long enough tail to do a thread knot. Then I'm going to put the bow on the glue dot. Then I'm going to put the linen thread over the top of the bow, and then I'm going to tie a thread knot. So I've just effectively tied the little tag to the bow. Let me cut that away from the spool. And thread knot is where you wrap it around your finger and then pull the ends through the loop, like you would do at the end of a needle and thread. So then you've got your little knot. You can cut off the excess. Wow, usually I don't have that much excess. Then this is pick and stick on the box. Good. Now let's get our cup. Angela says that's a brilliant tip for refilling the glue bottles. Yeah, I don't know who did it, who gave us that tip 2 weeks ago. If that was you, say that was you. It was because it was a brilliant tip. And my husband refilled my glue without he didn't fuss at all. He just did it, and that was good enough. All right, I got my cup, and I'm going to get my pumpkin, because if I want to slide my cup a little bit at all, I want to know. I need to kind of dry fit here. So I love this little guy. I'm just very lightly squeezing, tracing the cursive. Very easy. If you used the adhesive sheet, you'd peel and stick. And then we're going to add this here. And now before I burnish that down too tight, I got to slide it a little bit. It's a little bit off the edge. Okay, before I burnish that too tight, I'm going to grab my pie, because I might slide that underneath the K a little bit. So keeping everything, that's why I love wet glue, because I can kind of audition and slide things. There's my everything. I love this set, you guys, this More Than Autumn bundle. I hope you don't get tired of it. I do have one more project planned. It's going to be a hot cocoa edition, because I feel like I have to do it. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my whipped cream, on the back of my little whipped cream, and on the back of my little pumpkin. I'm going to add some pop there. I love this. This is when everything comes to life, when you put the little pumpkin. And now that I know where everything's sitting, I'm going to take a little bit of dimensional, and I'm going to put my tag down too. I don't like when the tag just kind of flops anywhere it wants to go. I want it to read Hello Pumpkin and look cute, so I'm going to take this opportunity to stick down that tag. And whipped cream. Behind the whipped cream, I'm going to put the cinnamon stick, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue and stick that to the box. Cutie. And a little whipped cream. Are we done already? We're done, you guys. That's it. That's our Hostess cupcake box. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for another fun Friday. I missed you guys last week. I had a little bit of time away, and much needed time away. I was busy finishing up my packets. I brought them with me so that I could finish up my packets, but it was a good rest. But I missed you guys. If you missed the beginning, let me just very quickly remind you that we have our limited edition packets for your Christmas card making. We have More Than Autumn. This is the hot cocoa edition, very different from anything else, different from Card Club. We're going to we're taking it out of autumn and into Christmas. We have the Snowy Wonder, Stamp-A-Stack class packet. These are available while supplies last. I made a very limited number. That's why we're talking about it again, because when they're gone, they're gone. I won't be making any more of these because you guys know, if you've been paying attention to Stampin' Up, the product has been kind of hard to get. And so when they're gone, they're gone. And the Humble Home Stamp-A-Stack class packet. There's also just a PDF if you order all your supplies from yourself and you want to just make the Stamp-A-Stack. You can get the PDF. We just released it yesterday. There's the Snowy Wonder PDF, the More Than Autumn Hot Cocoa Edition PDF, and the Humble Home PDF. These are $9.99 if you don't need the optional class packet. All right, those are just released in the PDF store, kitchentablestamper.com/shop, and then in the right-hand menu, click PDF store. It's a really great way to support the channel if you buy your Stampin' Up stuff from yourself or from another demonstrator. So check out those PDFs. And if you want the easy button class packets, we made just a few. And I know that we've helped so many of you for years now do your Christmas cards with these Stamp-A-Stack class packets. So I didn't want to let you down. We worked really hard to get those prepared for you, and you can get them while supplies last. Let's see here, you guys. Oh, Kathy says, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for spending time with me, you guys. This is my favorite part of the day, of the week. It really is. It's the time when I get to just, I'm working, don't get me wrong, but I get to just be social and craft. And I'd be talking to myself if you guys didn't spend time with me. So thank you. Beth says, had fun today. This group is amazing. We're so glad you're here. Beth, your sense of humor just cracks me up. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Terry says, love it. Thank you for sharing. It's my pleasure. Thanks for being here. Angelique says, I so agree with Backyard Stamper. What'd you say, Kathy? Kathy said, you do a great job of giving us lots and lots and lots of ideas for the stamps that we buy. Others show it only one time, but you show it so many times, so many ideas, and I appreciate that. Oh, I'm so glad that you don't get tired of it. I feel always, I've done this Stampin' Up since 2016, but before that, I demonstrated for 2 other companies, and it's always been my mission in my business to the best of my ability, as much as I can control it, to give you good value. When you purchase from me, I feel like my job is to inspire you to use those purchases. You can bring them home and leave them in the bag, or you can get them off the doorstep and leave them in the box. But if I can help encourage you guys to take them out of the bag or take them out of the box and use them, that's my mission. That's why I share everything. All the free content that I offer is because of that. I want you to have value from your purchase. And so I'm glad that you're enjoying this. I'm going to do I've got one more treat box for sure with More Than Autumn. I've got some great stuff planned with Humble Home and Snowy Wonder also, since I've got a Stamp-A-Stack. With those, I want to encourage you guys with some treat boxes that will coordinate. You can use your extra materials for if you buy the packet. So look out for those in my lives. Schedule next week, Thursday at 2 p.m. We should be live on both YouTube and Facebook, God willing. I'll have a challenge for you on the Craft Social, and then Friday at noon. Those are Central Time. And so I'll see you guys next week. Teresa says, hello everyone. Teresa, we're just wrapping up. Catch the replay or the clean video at kitchentablestamper.com later tonight. Peggy says, I love this set. Make all you want. I love the ideas. Oh, good. I just can't put it down. It's such a great set. All right. Thank you, YouTube. Let's see. How's Facebook doing over here? I'm reloading just to see if there's any comments, you guys. Sorry I have to reload every time. I don't know what's up with the Facebook. At least I'm live this week. It's been a while. Thanks for joining me, you guys, on Facebook. I appreciate you. Let's see. I can see in all the hearts. Kathy says, thank you. Jessica says, have a great weekend. You guys, too. Have an amazing weekend. Ida says, I love your ideas. Sad I can't watch more of your videos. I always forget 2 p.m. on every other Thursday, Central Time, and noon every Friday. I know, but there's always replays, so go binge a replay. Thanks for your kind words. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.